Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another episode of You, Me, and He. I am your host, Rob Lambert, and I'm joined by my co-host, Beavis and Butthead. What's happening over there?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
This is Drew Carroll. And people are going to forget your name soon.
That's kind of the point. That's what I'm driving towards if nobody's picked it up yet, but you know, whatever. It's all good. This is Josh Frankenstein.
Oh, cool. Anyways. Hey, welcome to the show. As always, thank you so much for listening and supporting the show. Make sure you check us out on Patreon at patreon.com/youmehepodcast for exclusive content. Speaking of Patreon, we want to give a big shout out to Marcus, jumping on as a $5 patron.
Marcus!
Dude. How do you feel right now, Drew? There's like a tear coming down your cheek right now.
Beyond excited. Beyond excited.
That's awesome. Marcus, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. And hey, if you like the show, tell a friend. Tell somebody. Because it helps out the show. So before we jump into a little bit of banter, I just have to say, Josh, your beard is looking exquisite right
Isn't
now.
it? It's really filling in really nice. I mean,
I'm loving it.
with the exception of the two huge gray patches on either side of my
sexy.
face. You know, that's what I
so
keep
sexy.
getting told, though, man. Everyone keeps
There you go.
saying that. Like, you know,
That's
so.
why you keep bringing it up. You're like, man, if I say this, people are like, oh, no, it's hot.
Positive reinforcement. That's what grows a beard. Positive reinforcement.
Exactly.
That's the fertilizer.
It's a fertilizer that grows a beard. So thank you, sir. Thank you, Ken, sir.
Absolutely. So, dudes, this week I had something come my way that it shouldn't be a big deal, but it gave me so much anxiety. Now, I'm on staff at a church, and I am one of 3 pastors. And so we're on a rotation, and you're on call for if people need like to talk to a pastor or if they need like a visitation or something like that. Well, there happened to be somebody who needed a hospital visitation, and it was my day.
Oh.
It shouldn't be a big deal, but I was so scared.
They're not going to make you change the bedpan, dude. It's all good.
Oh, no. Dude, I don't know what it was, man. I don't know if I have like something, if there's an issue with hospitals for me or what it is, but I got so psyched out, man. Like I went to the hospital. I arrive at the hospital. Immediately I get lost, which is, I mean, I don't know why that happened, but I asked this lady.
You got lost at the hospital.
Dude, there's signs everywhere, and I couldn't find my way anywhere.
Dude, it happens to me all the time. They're always like, sir, go down this hall, make a right, and then you're going to take the elevator on the left. I'm like, sure, that sounds easy. Never happens that
stopped
way.
listening at sir.
It's really easy to get there. What you're going to do is you're going to go down that flight of stairs. You're going to make a quick right, and then you're going to walk down that hall, and then you're going to take a left, and then take another right. What do you mean you don't understand?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So, dude, I finally find the room, and there's a nurse's station, and there's this lady who's sitting at the nurse's station, and I don't want to just barge into this person's room. I want to make sure I'm in the right place, number one, and number two, I want to make sure they're accepting visitors. And so what was interesting about my conversation with this lady is that she ended every sentence as if she was going to say something else. So we kind of just stood there looking at each other for a couple of seconds every time. So I walk up and I say, I'm looking for room 104, and I'm looking for so-and-so. Is that their room? And she's like, and she's looking at a computer screen, and she's like kind of looking up, but still looking down at the computer screen. So I'm thinking that she's like looking up information. So I say, I'm looking for this room number, and I'm looking for this person. Is this the room? And she's like, yes. And then I'm expecting her to say something else, but she doesn't. So I stand there, and then I say, oh, okay, well, awesome. Are they accepting visitors right now? And she says, yes, they are. So then I'm waiting again because it sounds like more information's coming. No more information comes, so I just look at her and say, all right, I'm going to go in. So I walk inside, but like the curtain is separating the room from the entrance.
No.
And so you're like, immediately the first thing that pops in my head is, are they naked? I don't want to walk in. So I knock and I call their name. And
Wait, you knocked on the curtain?
No, there was like like the door jam. I knocked on the door jam.
Okay, gotcha.
And I walked inside, and we don't know each other. And I'm newer to this campus, so this person does not know me. They know the other pastors very well, but they don't know me. So I'm sure it's like they're expecting. It's like you're expecting, I don't know, the first string quarterback to walk in and like the towel boy walks in, basically. Like it's something like that. Like if it's a Make-A-Wish kid, like he's expecting freaking like
Batman.
Captain America, and instead he gets like
Robin.
he gets Ant-Man. I don't know. So anyways, I know you're a Paul Rudd fan. So I don't know what happened, but as I walk in and I start to have a conversation with them, just the adrenaline starts pumping, dude. And for some reason, I just go into like high squeaky voice the whole time. And so I'm just like, I just go from like, you know, talking to the lady outside, being like, "Oh, is this their room? Okay, great." To then I walk in and I'm like, "Hey, how are you doing? How are you feeling today? Oh, tell me about what happened." And then for some reason, I just continued to say, "Oh, that's good," over and over again. So as they're updating me and telling me about how they're doing better, I'm like, "Oh, that's good. Oh, that's so good. Oh, that's good." So then, of course, I'm trying to wrap it up because I don't want to be there too long. That's the other tension, is like, how long is too long to stay, but how short is too short to stay? And so you're just like, it's like a wrestling match in your head.
How old is this lady?
One, I never said it was a lady. And number
no,
two,
he
they're
didn't.
probably, I'm trying to protect their identity. They're probably in their late 60s, maybe.
Okay.
Something like that. Maybe, yeah, somewhere like between 59 and 79. Somewhere in there.
Perfect. I have a perfect image.
What a window.
Yeah, exactly. And so, of course, by the end of it, I'm like, all right, well, you know, is there any way that I can pray for you and stuff like that? And they tell me, and I'm like, all right, well, you know, I'm going to pray with you right now. And then for some reason, I ask if I can hold their hand.
And then he's like, "Dear God, I just..."
And so, of course, yeah, then I, you know, day by day, dear Lord. No. But the thing that gets even more awkward is that as I'm praying with them, for some reason, I just decide to like do that thing where when you're holding their hand and you have their thumb on top of their hand and you start rubbing it.
Oh, Rob, come on, dude.
Dude, my job is so easy.
Yep. And I deal with high stress situations every day.
I mean, it was cool. By the end, I was like, okay, that wasn't that big of a deal. But I don't know what it was, dude. Just in the midst of it, like everything felt like.
Do you think they're going to quit your church?
Yeah. I feel like they're going to quit his church.
I would.
He rubbed my hand.
It's just weird, man.
Yeah, dude. I just defaulted to like.
It's all right, dude. It was your first one.
You know, when you do that in the wrong situation, it's almost
hand
like you're
rub.
telling someone that they're going to die. Yeah. You're basically, that's the message you're
you
sending.
need this right now.
I don't even remember what I prayed. For all I know, I was like, "And Lord, into your hands we commend their spirit." Like, dang it. So, anyways.
He's probably just like, I'm in here for a vaccination.
Yeah, for real. I just feel like it could have went so much worse, but it definitely could have went so much better. So,
Do you wish you maybe did like a ride along first?
oh my gosh.
Do pastors do ride alongs?
Yes, and there is
Dude,
a waiver
that's a genius.
process. There is a waiver process.
That's a genius idea. Like, can I like shadow? Can I do like
Shadow pastor, dude. You're a shadow pastor.
Oh, dude, shadow moon, shadow pastor. Dude, can I hashtag shadow moon, everybody? Like, if I'm just imagining if there was a way that I could follow around somebody like Denzel on a training day, oh, it would be so good for me.
What would that day look like?
Oh, gosh.
Well, what you would think that it would look like is like going to the mission and serving food and then going and talking to somebody at the hospital and then maybe squeezing in time for the sermon. But usually it's probably like feet up.
For some reason in the hospital just yelling, "King Kong ain't got nothing on me." Like sir, people are trying to sleep, sir. Anyways, nah, dude.
funny.
So yeah, it could have gone much better, but it definitely could have went worse. So first hospital visit down. I'm feling good about it.
Good, dude. I can't wait to hear about.
Nice.
Well, I don't want to hear about more because I don't
Definitely
want
don't.
people in.
Yeah,
the
that's kind of a
hospital.
weird thing to
Yeah,
hope to
no,
hear more
but-
about.
I did enjoy it.
It was fun to hear how awkward it was.
Oh my gosh.
I mean,
I
I imagine Ben Stiller was your nurse.
oh dude.
That's who your nurse was in there, which was like one of the most awkward people on the face of the planet, which just makes the situation that much better. So that's how I imagine it.
Yeah, dude.
Maybe I'm wrong.
I feel like this was their one chance for a hospital visit, and they ended up with me. What can I say? So
Ben Stiller walks in. You will go to sleep, or I will put you to sleep.
my fingers hurt. Now your back's gonna hurt because you just pulled gardening duty. Like,
So
I'm gonna pray
awesome.
for you.
I'm gonna pray for you.
So I was also, yeah, exactly. I'm gonna pray for you. It's like Chandler when it's like, what? Sorry, what?
Great. I
So
got
anyways.
Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, dude. So I was gonna give you a Bachelor update, but I think we can all agree at the end of the day, like what it's really coming down to is how in the world is Hannah B still on the show? She is certifiably insane. Drew, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but it's like I don't know.
What? What did you just say?
That was a great explanation, by the
She's
way.
like sometimes.
I'm so caught up now.
Sometimes she's like kind of cute and quiet,
Whoa.
and then she like flips out, dude. The producers want her there.
Dude, she is
She helps-
the epitome of crazy.
Of crappy TV.
Dude. Just okay, so like 2 weeks ago when she just did her like the beast is
first-
coming out. She's
Okay.
like she's like growling. Do you remember that?
Well, I watched one or part of one last night.
Did you
but
see
it
the
was
one where she
it was
ate the
from
fish
last
eyeball?
week. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
she's
just
she's a weirdo. Yeah.
yeah.
Dude, let's be honest. They're slim pickings anyway. All the way around.
I kind of feel like maybe we should go all in on Hannah B and hope that Colton ends up with her because it would be so sweet.
Dude.
You know what? That's it. I'm officially Team Hannah B. That's right. You heard it here, folks. Hashtag Hannah B. There we go.
Yeah, I mean, why not? I don't care. Doesn't change my
Hey,
life.
Josh. You and your beard are sitting there so quiet. How are you doing?
Well, I'm just sitting here trying to wonder if you guys have been switching out hot dogs for tacos
Oh my god.
or what's going on, because I can't keep up with this conversation anymore.
Next move up to you.
I decline. Yeah, so I'm not watching that trashy show.
Why?
Just give in, dude. Just one
I
week.
guess
Just
I
give
guess
in.
my option here is to just listen
Dude,
to what's going on.
it's like
reluctantly, obviously.
it's kind of like a car crash. It's not something that I would ever put on and be like, oh, this is what I'm going to watch. But because we go to our friend's house and then that's what the girls watch, when we make our way inside, we're kind of watching it as well. And it's just the worst.
It really
TV.
sounds like you're into it.
No, I'm not, dude. You just
Like
catch
a-
these things. And it's just the worst TV
Okay.
ever. Jerry Springer was better.
Okay. That's
just get
also
hooked, dude.
something I didn't watch a lot of, to be honest with you.
Yeah, why would you?
Yeah,
It's fake.
So anyway, so my week was fun. I'm currently coaching a flag football team, 2 of them, first and second
excellent.
grade team and a third grade team, and it's great to watch children regress from week to week. This week had just so many moments not to be proud of. Like just so many moments. First play of the game in on my third grade team, right? Our offense has the ball. And it's 9-on-9. 2 players short of a full team that you're fielding, right? 9-on-9. It's flag football. So literally everybody on the field except for the center is eligible to receive the ball. Okay. Like on a pass play or on a run or, something. Anyway, first play of our game, dude. Our quarterback is sitting about 5 feet behind our center because everything's done in the shotgun, right?
Okay.
And he's watching for the ball. And he yells out, ready, set, go. And the kid hikes the ball, and my quarterback didn't move. So the pads that they wear, they're just these like little styrofoam like shoulder pads and like this styrofoam helmet. They're like, neoprene type of thing, covering. So it's not like just like straight styrofoam, obviously, but it looks like
It'd be so sweet if it was.
Yeah, it does look like a type of legitimate pad of some kind, right? Anyway, this is what they wear, so no face mask. His hands don't even move after the ball is hiked, and he's literally got his hands out in front of his chest, about 6 inches below his chin, and the ball just shoots and hits him in the face.
Excellent.
He just hit the deck, dude. It's just like, in this league, like when the ball falls, there's no fumble. They don't want the kids going after it, right? Because they don't want anyone getting hurt.
Boo.
So it's a dead ball. I didn't say they didn't go after it. I just said they don't want them to. So the funny thing is, it hits him in the face, hits him in the nose. His eyes get all watery. He hits the deck. He's on the ground. The ball's 2 feet away from him. And it doesn't matter how many times you blow a whistle. There are like 8 kids from each side just going after that ball.
There's
dude.
like
It was
piranhas.
awesome. Yeah, it's just crazy, right? So that was one thing that happened. Another thing that happened is I actually had a kid run the ball backwards into the opposite end zone. So that was awesome.
Classic. Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah,
You gotta have one of
was
those.
great. It was great. And then I had another kid who thought it was legitimate football, who was out there running the ball, like handoff, lost both flags and trucked the last kid, just like took him out. Like we had to stop the game because this kid was like hurting, dude. Like he
The
was
same
down
kid
and
who
out.
got hit in the face.
No, different kid. But these are some of the things that you see, and like you're out there and you're trying to tell these kids, like, okay, now remember, this is flag football. Those pads aren't like real pads; they're just to protect you from kind of grazing somebody. But they're like throwing their weight around. Here was the last one that was really awesome. All these kids have to try and learn to play center, and hike the ball back. You know how great it is when they bend all the way over and they're trying to find the quarterback between their legs and they literally just fall over and somersault.
It's like watching pandas play football. Everybody's like a bear cub. Just rolling around.
It might as well have been, dude. I mean, it's great entertainment. Some people take it a little too serious. They get like really competitive out there, and oh my gosh, so you're just like calm yourself.
I don't believe that with
Not at all.
Do you get any crazy dads out there that you have to like?
Oh, dude,
No.
week one.
No way.
Week one, not anyone who's like yelled at me or anything like that, but week one there was a dad on the sideline who screamed at his kid for 40 minutes from the sideline, like telling him to work harder, play harder, find the juke, just whatever, just getting insane. So they're out there. The way this league is structured, everybody actually wears our local mascot. So like what the high school mascot is, that's what everyone wears. And the only thing that distinguishes the teams are different colored jerseys. So the whole program is built around we're all one team. And you practice together, you stretch together, all that type of thing. And then they don't even keep score in the games. You play the games and you don't keep score. Some people might actually be keeping score, though.
I'm
my
sure.
guess.
I'm
because
sure
they,
the guy yelling
they
for
certainly
40
act like
minutes is keeping score.
Oh, dude, it's insane. Like when the only play that's ever run is quarterback keeper
Oh gosh.
with your 3 fastest kids on the field, and you don't rotate any of your kids from different
Yeah.
positions.
Yeah.
Like you're taking it way too serious.
Yeah.
Way too serious.
I feel like I know
So,
who some of those people are.
Dude, the first and second graders are even worse. That's like herding cats.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, trying to teach first and second graders to play soccer is difficult enough. Now you're trying to line them up and actually run plays like on a page. You're like showing them the routes.
There's a portion of this game where you have to stand still for a couple of seconds.
Dude, I mean, nobody follows the game script at all. I mean,
sure.
no one runs the post route. Nobody runs the drag. Nobody runs the curl. Everyone is literally running in chaos, like around the field, just like, I'm open. You know, like everybody's doing the same thing.
It's like pickup football that you used to play on the schoolyard, man.
Yeah, dude, that's exactly what it's like.
Poor quarterback.
It's dude. And they got to deal with the pressure and the stress of someone actually rushing, like to
But
like
you can't
to go
have a
get 'em.
blocker though, huh?
You can have a blocker. Your center is the only one that can block because they're ineligible. So, yeah,
so
dude.
they're allowed to make contact a little bit.
Yeah, they can make. That's what some of the pads are for. You know, it's
Okay.
just like that type of thing. But dude, it's it's craziness.
Oh, I bet
It's
you
funny.
nobody wants to be the quarterback. Terrifying.
Yeah, there are a few kids that we put in there for one series, and that won't happen again.
Yeah, dude. Just throw it immediately. Or take the ball. I don't want it.
I had one kid on my team last week, dude. He got so terrified of the person that was coming at him. The running back was literally 2 feet away, and he just threw it at the running back as hard as he could and as fast as he could. Like, no handoff, could have just easily handed off, but, you know, like threw it at him. Yeah, dude. Some
awesome.
people aren't cut out for it, I guess. And, you know, but it's great. It's hilarious. So it's a lot of fun.
That's
He's
awesome.
like, it smells like mushrooms and everyone wants to hurt me.
So, yeah.
Nice.
Good times.
Oh, my turn.
Yeah, it's your turn.
I'll talk about a segue. That was excellent.
I'm getting tired of saying, how was your week, Drew?
He just went silent.
That was like a first grader trying to run a flag football play right there.
Well, you're always like, now, Josh, tell us what's going on. And then Josh is just finishes talking and then looks at me.
It's kind of like that nurse that Rob ran into at the hospital.
Yeah, you look like you wanted to say something, and then you didn't say anything.
Yes.
Welcome to my nightmare.
Oh, so yeah, I had a good week, dude. I have worked every day since we last did this, so that's cool.
Yeah.
Now, on the upside, it was all on the tractor, right? So I got the tractor outfitted. I got so I bought the battery pack for my phone, so I can recharge my phone like 5.5 times off of one charge.
Oh, beautiful.
I got a phone holder for a car. So, and it's connected to the side window, and I'm in this tiny cab. So the phone sits like right in front of my face, dude.
Clash of Clans.
And then I have my Beats, dude. So I have all the noises canceled out. So I got to watch some documentaries this week.
Oh, excellent. Enlighten us, Drew. Cannot wait.
He also took out a few trees. He forgot to mention that.
Well, see, I think next, dude, if I go with an iPad, I'll have a bigger screen, and I can just set it literally right in front of my face, like just
Like
below,
6 inches away.
yeah, like halfway down my eye line, you know, of what I can see,
Yeah.
and then I'll never miss anything, dude, and it'll just be perfect. So,
Dude, if you were pro status, you would get a VR headset and just go all out.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Yeah.
and then I would have to link cameras inside of that so I could see where I'm
Oh
driving.
my gosh.
Dude, I'm gonna make it happen. We'll talk
Dude,
about
Ready
it later.
Player One right there. Yeah. Beautiful.
Did you see it yet?
No.
Gosh, dang, man. Come on.
I didn't either.
Dude, I have to watch
Suck.
I have to watch Humanity Bureau first.
You guys suck. Humanity Bureau. Curse you, Andrew, for ever telling us about that.
You're welcome.
Oh, dude. I was telling my buddy Adam about it, and I think we're
Did
gonna
he
watch
fall
it together. We're gonna make a bros night and watch it together.
So I noticed that Netflix had Ted Bundy tapes. So,
Oh, dude.
I watched the Ted Bundy tapes. It wasn't very long. I think it was maybe like 4 episodes. It was pretty interesting. But that's not what I want to talk about. I watched this. I watched this other one called Fire, Fyre.
I've heard about this.
Yeah, about the festival.
About what?
About this music festival that was supposed to take place on this island in the Bahamas. So it's this guy named Billy McFarlane, and he's like, apparently he was supposed to be like this entrepreneur whiz kid. Like at 20, he came up with this type of credit card that it's like, it's black and it's made out of like aluminum or something. So when you put it on the table, it makes a tinging noise. And
That sounds like my wallet ninja.
yeah. So it's this rich kid, and he gets together with Ja Rule, and they decide that they want to throw a music festival, like this premier music festival, on an island in the Bahamas. And it was an island that was owned by Pablo Escobar. And it was going to be elite for like 5,000 people. They were charging astronomical prices for things, dude. Like you could have your own private yacht to stay on for 3 days for like $250,000.
Holy moly.
Dude, like insane packages. Well, they started running into all these problems. One, apparently most festivals start getting financed and planned like 12 months in advance. Like they have the dates picked out and everything. These guys started out like 6 to 8 weeks before.
Oh my gosh.
So the tally ended up.
Does anybody else smell a bankruptcy coming?
Oh, dude. Dude, so the price ended up coming up to like $34 million total or something to throw this festival. They had like Blink 182 lined up and then a bunch of other people I'd never heard of before.
Wow.
And so then they come to find out, so the island that they were going to use, Pablo Escobar's family was going to let them use it, but the one stipulation was that they could not use Pablo Escobar's name in any of the promotion. No one could know, that's what this is. The very first social media thing they post.
Wow.
Come party on Pablo Escobar's island. So they get kicked off the island.
Oh.
So now they have to find a new island, dude. There's all these things they didn't take into consideration. Sewage, food, water.
Oh my.
You're talking about and then all the islands that they wanted, dude, they're like, logistically, it just doesn't make sense. We can't even fit 5,000 people on this thing. And so it's just a nightmare, dude. And all the way up until the day when people are arriving, all the staff is like, you know what? We really probably shouldn't be doing this. We should just cancel it, cut our losses now. It's going to be a PR nightmare, but it's going to be worse if we move forward.
Oh. So, tally ho! Let's move forward.
They promised like these luxury tents, dude, that people were paying thousands of dollars for. And they get there, dude, and they're tents that were left over from a hurricane disaster from FEMA. And there was they had like nothing in mind of like reserving tents and taking people to their tents. They were over capacity by the time 1/3 of the people had showed up.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, and they're still not canceling it. So the dude walks out there and he was
He's like,
like,
hey, can you go down to Big Five and get me a candy?
yeah. So like dude, like the first night,
Does anybody know a ringmaster who has a circus? We just need a really big tent.
like the first night, dude, this main guy, like Billy McFarlane, the guy who's putting this whole thing on, he's like, go turn the music up loud. And so they turn the music up loud because there's all these people waiting around their office to find out something and talk to somebody from the festival because they can't contact anybody, dude. And so 5,000 people show. Well, the next day they end up canceling, and telling people not to come, and it's all canceled and stuff.
Sure.
But they have, I don't know, dude, probably 2,000 people on this island. They have no food. They were promised all this catering, dude, like sushi and all this crazy stuff.
Somebody go get 2 fish and Jesus.
And there was a picture that was posted on social media from one of these guys, and it was 2 pieces of bread with a piece of cheese on top of it.
At that point, it's basically, welcome to the 25th annual Hunger Games. It's about to get crazy.
Dude. Yeah. It's just a nightmare, dude. No direction whatsoever. All these people are here. No food, no water. Like, just absolute nightmare, dude. So now he's in prison.
Oh, my gosh. I feel like they probably could have saved a buck if when they were island shopping, they just ran into a guy who was like, my name is John Hammond, and I own an island off the coast of Costa Rica.
Well, if he was the inventor of the wallet ninja, he could really use that right now.
Dude.
Well, thanks for that nugget. That's pretty funny.
Yeah,
I gotta go
it's
see that.
it's worth the watch, dude.
Yeah, sounds like it.
So this is fire on Netflix.
Yes. Yeah. It was
Okay.
good. And also, if you're into something a little bit more depressing, Ted Bundy tapes was pretty good.
Okay, speaking of Ted Bundy,
Yes.
did you see the tweet that Netflix put out recently
No.
regarding Ted Bundy? Okay, this is an article that was on people.com. This is the headline. Netflix scolds viewers for obsessing over serial killer Ted Bundy's alleged hotness.
Dude, so that was a weird thing about that. But you know what? It's been a thing with like serial killers and, for a long time. Weird girls are like that kind of thing. I don't know. I don't get it. There was girls that were showing up to his court hearings who were not connected in any way, but they were, attracted to him and curious about him. And it's weird. It's uncomfortable.
Yeah, Andrew was there too. That's how he knows about the girls.
He's like, I got to get home from this fire festival. Ted Bundy is going into court.
Ted Bundy's on trial tonight.
on January 28th, so yesterday, 11:18 a.m., Netflix tweeted, I've seen a lot of talk about Ted Bundy's alleged hotness, and I would like to gently remind everyone that there are literally thousands of hot men on Netflix, almost all of whom who are not convicted serial murderers. So, dude, when you look at pictures of this guy, I don't get it. Like, what was it? Was he oozing charisma? I guess I need to watch these tapes because he doesn't look like
he was a good talker. He built things up to be something that they weren't.
Was it the glasses? Is that what it came down to?
No, one thing I found out about him is he changed his look constantly. Like when he first got arrested and going into court, he was smart. He changed his appearance completely from what he had been shown in the media. And so,
oh, wow.
And he also represented himself. He was his lead counsel. He had a team of lawyers under him, essentially. A lot of them he fired. Sounds like a Donald Trump thing.
You work for the bank works for me. So facto, I'm your boss.
But dude, yeah, there was a lot of interesting information that I never knew. So I would watch that one too if I was you guys. It's pretty good.
All right, Ted Bundy,
Sounds good.
Serial
Sounds
killer.
good.
Yeah. So, anyways, that was my week.
We ended on a high note.
Roll going.
Fish, right on. Anyways, fellas, when we come back, I came across an awesome article about celebrities who changed their name after they became famous. So we're going to play a little game. So stick with us. We'll be right back. All right, and welcome back to the show. Fellas, this week, I was on MSN.com. in the entertainment section, which is just full of great, wholesome information. But one of the things I found that I thought was really interesting. Dude, this is where all the best news comes from. One of the interesting things that I found was a list of celebrities who changed their name when they became famous. And for a lot of them, it was for very good reason. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to play a little game. I'm going to tell you their birth name. And then you're going to try to guess who the star is. And if you need a little bit of a hint, I will help you out. And they're going to start off easy, but they're going to get a little bit more difficult. Are you ready?
No.
Excellent. Okay.
Okay,
Well, thanks for listening, everybody.
So, do we at least get like a list of names that we can choose from, kind of like a drawing the line between names, or do we just are we grabbing from a bag of like
all of them,
7,500 celebrities?
Exactly.
Okay.
That's that good stuff, Josh. Like I said, some of them are going to be super easy, and then some of them are going to be stumpers. All right, here we go. We're going to start off easy. Celebrity number one.
Hold on. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. This celebrity was born with the name William John Neeson. He then changed it later on.
Liam Neeson?
No. No.
Do you think it would make it that easy, Drew? No.
Come on.
Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, all right.
I just want you to feel like you're doing well. Okay, here we go.
What's wrong with what? I don't
Dude,
know.
he had
Why.
just-
Think about it, dude. Like,
William Neeson.
yeah.
Liam Neeson.
I mean, it's way more hardcore, dude.
It is. Like, I mean, for an
Like William Neeson-
Irish guy, you know, like
William Neeson sounds like a guy who's like your dentist or something. But Liam Neeson has a particular set of skills, and he'll find you, and he will kill you. It's just 3 letters, bro. It's just 3 letters that makes the difference. Let everybody know.
it's just
You should go by Rue Carroll. It'll change everything. Just drop 3 letters.
Oh man.
and spell it just like that. R-E-W. Rue.
That's not
By
that
the
bad,
way,
actually, dude. That could be a sweet rock star name.
Can we tell everybody your middle name?
Ross.
Rue Ross Carroll. just sounds epic. Rue Ross.
Oh, baby. All right, here we go. This one might be a little bit harder, okay? This actress was born Jennifer Anastasakis. Anastasakis? Anastakis? I don't know how to say their name.
Aniston.
Is that Greek?
Greek. Sounds
Greek?
Dude, you give me any word, and I will show you how originally it comes from Greek.
You have been watching way too many movies with your wife, by the way.
Oh, baby. Dude, Big Fat Greek Wedding is legitimately a good movie. And
Yeah, I know,
don't
but
you
you-
even start with me.
You preceded that with watching The Bachelor, and
Dude,
you know.
can't make no. You cannot use The Bachelor always. To,
Yes, I can.
No.
I can use it always.
No.
Always.
No.
Dude, it's the one he has in the chamber constantly. You can just, at any point.
And it reloads very easily.
Move on.
Okay.
Say that
Yeah, it was
last name again. Last name.
Anastasakis?
I'm going to say that Jennifer Aniston just like sweetened her name up.
Yeah, probably.
And can we just say thank God she did? Oh dear Lord.
That would have been interesting to read on the front of Friends every time it came on.
Yeah, right. Oh,
It
was that
cuts to her
right?
and she's like, yes, it was.
Oh,
Jennifer.
nice. Okay, cool. Anastasis?
Oh, dude, yeah. It was bad news. It's like Matthew Perry, Matt LeBlanc, Jennifer Anastasamakis. Bad news, dude. This one's gonna be a little bit harder. Okay, this actor, they use the word prolific, by the way, was born named Maurice Joseph Micklewhite.
What? Maurice Joseph Micklewhite.
Okay.
Morgan Freeman.
If you need another hint, I will give you a hint.
Give us a hint.
It says that he originally wanted to be known as Michael White, but there was another actor who had that name. So he changed his last name. He went from Maurice Joseph Micklewhite to Michael White to
Jaleel White.
They use the word prolific. So Josh, you're on the right track. For our listeners, Jaleel White was Steve Urkel, by the way. There's going to be some people who have no idea who that is. Oh, that's so good. Okay, so we have Jaleel White, which is a excellent answer. Drew, what do you say?
Dude, I have no idea.
I mean, why wouldn't it be Jaleel White? I mean, Michael White's already taken, so obviously.
Why would you go from Maurice to Jaleel, though? Maurice was so much easier.
Dude. It's a famous Michael. It's a famous Michael. There's only a few of them. Go for it. You can do this.
Wait, so his first name is Michael now, and he
Yes.
changed the last name?
Yes. He went from Maurice Joseph Micklewhite to Michael White to Michael.
Michael
The answer was Michael Jaleel White. No, I'm kidding.
Michael B. Jordan.
Michael Jordan. Oh, gosh. No.
Michael B. Jordan.
Oh, okay. Michael B. You're talking about Apollo Creed's son? The son of Apollo Creed?
Yeah, the Black Panther guy.
Dude, that is an excellent guess. It is absolutely
Wrong.
incorrect. It belongs to that treasure. I'm talking about, of course, Michael Caine. It's
Who?
Mr. Michael Caine. Michael Caine. Alfred from Batman Begins.
I never would have guessed that in 1,000
Michael
years,
Caine.
dude.
Nope. No,
It's just an excuse. to
especially
talk
not
like
after
Michael Caine.
guessing Jaleel White.
We were going way down the wrong path.
quite the opposite. His
Just go with Jaleel
name
White.
is
I think that
actually
was weird.
Maurice.
Dude, Maurice Joseph Micklewhite.
That was a very good thing he changed his name. That's
Oh, for sure. Speaking of a good thing you changed your name, here's the opposite of that. Okay, this lady was born Karen Elaine Johnson, but she changed her name when she became famous, and she changed it. She changed it based on a prank, a practical joke. Maybe is a good way to put it. A party trick, something you might do to your teacher if you're in the 3rd grade and she walks into the room.
Sarah
You wanna
Silverman.
Wow, what? No.
prank on a teacher, 3rd grade.
What would you do
I
to
don't
your
know how you
3rd
come
grade
up with
teacher?
a name from faking a seizure. How do you do that?
What kind of prank would you pull on your teacher? What are you doing?
I did that.
Oh my god. Think about the movies. You're pulling a prank on your teacher. She walks in the room, first day of class. What do you do to her to embarrass
What
her?
was
Make everybody
the-
laugh?
What was the girl's name in Seinfeld?
Elaine.
Kramer.
That was her character's name.
No, it was a real name.
Julia Louis Dreyfus.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's right.
Why do you know that? Why do you
Dude,
know all these names?
I think it's that, by the way.
My gift is my curse. So wait, so when I say a prank that you would pull on your 3rd grade teacher to
pull
embarrass her,
You pulled the
get
Julia Louis Dreyfus.
It sounds like something from Urban Dictionary.
Pull the Dreyfus.
Oh man, you never pulled a Julia Louis Dreyfus? You haven't lived. It was Whoopi Goldberg. It was Whoopi Goldberg.
A whoopee cushion.
Yeah, dude. This is what it says in the article.
How are we expecting to get any of these right other than Liam Neeson?
Is this 1934? I don't
Okay, I'm
know
gonna
of
give you-
one child, by the way, who ever placed a whoopee cushion under their teacher or on their chair to sit on.
Well,
Because
this is
because
classic.
this isn't 1889.
Yeah.
So never would have guessed that one.
Wait, are you insinuating that they had whoopee cushions in 1889?
I'm assuming.
Wait, hang on. I'm going to Google when was the whoopee cushion invented? Because there's no way.
It might have had a
Okay.
different name.
Oh, dear God. Okay. According to Wikipedia, I want you to guess when you think the whoopee cushion was invented. And don't say the 1800s because it is a much, much earlier than that.
Yeah, no. Based on your reaction, I'm now going to change that to 1983.
Oh, no. I mean earlier in
Like
human history.
1600s, 1500s,
Oh, earlier.
900.
You're getting close.
Jesus invented the whoopee cushion?
Ding, 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 ding. It says, although a form of whoopee cushion was known in ancient Rome.
Romans are great.
Oh,
That's awesome.
What do you make that out of?
dude. E2 Brute. You have Pontius Pilate. This man's hands are clean. Give us Barabbas. Oh, dear Lord.
Wow. That's impressive.
Thank you, Wikipedia. Okay, couple more. Let's make it easy on you guys. Okay, this actor was born Thomas Cruise Mapother the Fourth. No wonder he became a Scientologist.
And his middle name is actually Cruz? Wow.
Yeah, his last name was Mapother. Are you kidding me?
Dude.
And they did that 4 times.
Dude, his parents hated him and his father and his grandfather and his great-grandfather.
So it's technically not his fault. He was born to be a dude.
It just proves that crap rolls downhill, dude.
Dude, this one's so easy. This one is so easy. You have to get this. All right, he was born Carlos Erwin Estevez. Now be careful. Your heart is going to take you in one direction, but don't go there. It is another.
one. It's
Charlie
from one-
Sheen.
no,
Charlie
Okay.
Sheen.
no. And then One Direction? You said One Direction? Is that a hint?
I did say those words. I'm not telling you if that's a
It's
hint.
Charlie
what?
Sheen. Here's why. Because they were both born Estevez. However, Carlos means Charles.
He seems pretty confident, dude.
What if that's his downfall, dude? Pride before the fall, Drew. Be your own man. What are you gonna do?
All
you
right,
gonna do?
hang on. Give me a second to think here. Let me weigh out all my options.
Carlos Irwin Estevez.
Charlie Sheen.
Yeah, that's right. Good job, guys.
Yay! We're 2
1
up.
for 7.
2. We got Liam
okay.
Neeson.
Oh yeah, that was an easy one. Okay,
jerk.
Oh, and I think you got Tom Cruise too. You're doing
Oh
well.
yeah, 3 for 7.
If you guys get this right, everyone wins, including our listeners. Here we go.
I think they all
was-
lost tonight. Go ahead.
Yeah, maybe. He was originally born Nicholas Kim Coppola.
Nicolas Cage.
What say you, Josh?
Yeah, Nicolas Cage, man. Coppola is Italian. Nicolas Cage is Italian. Yeah.
It says he changed his name when he started acting so that he would avoid being connected to his uncle, Francis Ford Coppola.
Yeah, the mobster.
Talk about your all-time backfires.
Ended
Now
up
he's in
working out for
Humanity
the
Bureau.
uncle. I'm sure the uncle didn't want him connected to the family either.
like,
Yeah,
no.
yeah, there's probably that.
You really want to change your name. Trust me. You want to change it. Oh, gosh. Well, there you go, dude. Maybe it pays to change your name. All I'm saying is Rue Carroll could be
No, dude,
your
that's
rock
like
star name, dude.
that's like the little weak girl from Hunger Games.
It really was.
Yeah, no, that's not a cool name.
Yeah, she bit the bullet pretty hard.
Yeah. No, I'm not going to change my name to that.
Yeah, it's okay. We'll change it for you.
All right. I think we've come to that point that everybody looks forward to. Let's talk about what we've learned.
The end of our show.
Number 1. Somebody decided to name their child Thomas Cruise Mapother. And then that person decided to name their child Thomas Cruise Mapother. And then that person decided to name their child Thomas Cruise Mapother. And then that person gave us Tom Cruise.
Who is actually
Tom Cruise Mapother the fourth. So I don't. It doesn't compute. How did this happen? Number 2. Apparently, all you got to do to get the ladies' attention is just murder 30 women and look like Danny Tanner. Ted freaking Bundy, dude.
Well, I guess that's one down for me.
You're halfway there.
Oh, by the way, I'm talking the Danny Tanner thing.
Exactly. Anyways, we just want to say thanks to everybody who's been listening and supporting the show. Make sure that wherever you get your podcasts, you go and leave us a 5-star review there. It really helps out the show. Make sure you check us out on Patreon. Tell a friend about the show. And until next time, I'm your host, Rob Lambert. Oh, God, he's back.
This is Drew Carroll.
Rue Carroll.
Rue Carroll.
Do
This
not
is Thomas Mapother the Third. Have a good evening, everyone.